with the escalating violence, with these horrific atrocities that the junta has carried out, there can be no business as usual with this regime.
The execution of 4 democracy activists, Jimmy Jo-min Yu, Piu Zayadaw, Law Man Ong, and Ong Thea Zo, by Myanmar's military junta has received widespread international condemnation. The United States said Monday that all options were on the table as it considered its response. The 4 men were sentenced to death in closed-door trials in January and April. They were accused of carrying out terror acts against the army that seized power in a coup last year, which unleashed a bloody crackdown on its opponents. Self-exiled journalist Aung Naing So says the international community needs to take action.
Many people are frustrated on the action of the international community. It's just words, It's like, oh, we will do this, we worry, we did that, blah, 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 It's nothing in action, If there is anything in action, such kind of execution would not happen.
Amnesty International's Chiara San Giorgio said the executions were an enormous setback and called for increased efforts to put accountability mechanisms in place.
We have seen again and again through the developments and the appalling human rights record of the military authorities in Myanmar since February 2021, that the more space they're left with, the more they tend to escalate. And the death penalty, with the more than 100 death sentences being imposed by military tribunals in deeply unfair proceedings, is a clear example of what they are capable of, and of the fact that they're not going to stop there.
Tom Andrews is the UN Special Rapporteur on the human rights situation in Myanmar.
I am afraid that even more floodgates are now opening, and that there is even going to be less restraint on the part of the junta to continue its attacks on the people of Myanmar and to try to instill fear, even more fear in the population.
Andrews says that with 140 people on death row, the executions, Myanmar's first in decades, indicates that the junta intends to carry out those sentences. A spokesperson for the junta last month defended the death penalty, saying it was justified and used in many countries.